Welcome to Showcase Richmond. I'm Matt DiNardo. Our vehicles are often the biggest necessity of our day-to-day lives. We rely on them so much that when something goes wrong, our lives come to a screeching halt. That's why we need to rely on a dependable, highly skilled team of professionals like those who make up the service department at Haley Buick GMC, which is the focus of today's discussion with Barry Moore, the general manager of Haley Buick GMC, and Chris Fender, the assistant service manager at Haley Buick GMC. Welcome to both of you.
Okay.
Barry, let's start with you. Of course, we want to focus on the service department because really it's important that when you have a problem with your vehicle, it's done right the first time by experts in the field. That's what you hire.
That is exactly our motto, Matt, and I wish I could say we're 100% on that because nothing's perfect. And and that when you realize that when you're dealing with, like the NFL, you're dealing with a highly trained professional. They miss blocks, they miss tackles. Well, we're doing the same thing, and nobody's perfect. It's man-made cars, but we have people like Chris. We are so lucky to have him on our team. He works extra time. He goes over and above for consumers. Do we make mistakes? Yes, we admit it immediately. We don't hide anything, but for the most part, I'm going to tell you day in and day out, there's no better place to come for value, pricing, and what we offer.
All right, now let's bring Chris once again into Showcase Richmond. Chris, thanks for joining us. Chris Fender, so your name was, of course, Destiny.
It was Destiny from the beginning.
It was. Tell us about yourself a little bit here.
Well, I've been in the auto business for about 14 years. I've been at Haley almost 3 now. It is what I love. It's what I've always wanted to do, and I love what I do.
Now, when there's a manufacturer's recall, we're hearing a lot about them in the news recently. People find out about this recall by either TV or a mailer. What then happens?
Well, it initially comes out on TV. At that point, General Motors will send them a notification in the mail to notify them that their car has a registered vehicle that has a recall that pertains to it. Parts may or may not be available at that time. If they are, it will tell you to go ahead and bring it into your dealership. You bring it to us and we schedule it, we will get in and take care of it. If the parts are not available, GM will send you another letter when the parts become available to notify you, okay, it's time for you to get your car into service.
So sometimes the recall is out, is what you're saying, but the parts need to be made to fix that problem, whatever the case is.
That is correct.
I got you, okay. What have you been dealing with day to day? Obviously an increase in cars being serviced because of recalls, but just general servicing as well.
Well, it's been really overwhelming, very, very busy. Our number of cars coming in through our shop has increased dramatically. We're doing the best we can to handle it as we can. The technicians that we have do a great job, and we're just trying to get them done, get the customers completed, and so they can have a safe vehicle. For some of the customers that have recalls, if they're available, some of the recalls we do put them in rentals, so we can do that to put them in a car so they don't have to be out too long while the vehicle's in the shop.
Right. Now your team is going over the top when it comes to the level that the customers expect. How are you doing that?
Well, we're doing the best we can, and we're doing a great job. We're trying to let them know the expectations and see what their expectations are and go from there. We're just trying to do what GM wants us to do to fix these cars and get the vehicles back to them.
And we got one last question for you. Your service department, people should trust your knowledge because you've gone to school for this, you have the expertise, you really know what's going on.
That is correct. Our technicians are highly trained. They're certified GM technicians. They go through enough training in a month that most people wouldn't understand. Right. And they do a great job in what they do. And we are just trying to get the cars completed, bring them to us. We want to take care of it. We still offer our regular services. We're not doing just recalls.
Right.
We still have our $39.95 oil change, tire rotation. We're doing our 27-point inspections. Bring your car in, we check it over, let you know what we see. We're checking the tires and brakes. We also have our pit stop that's available anytime we're open. Bring your car into our pit stop. We'll check all the fluids, belts, things like that, so we can take care of it.
Barry, quickly, obviously Chris spoke to it all. I mean, the importance of having the skilled technician is second to none.
It is. Just give us a chance. And the recalls, my wife got one for my daughter's car. I read the letter and it said, no need to call, the part's not available. So I followed directions. My wife wanted me to call. I said, don't need to call.
Don't call.
They'll tell me.
But call right now. Get your car serviced at Haley Buick GMC, 804-320-9054.